Buenas tardes a todos. Good afternoon, you wonderful, lovely people. It's the Jaden Show. We're back. How exciting. I've got another amazing person for you to meet in just a few minutes' time. I'm going, as I said, all the way down the road around the corner to meet a guy that I've known for quite a few years. In fact, I've sung in some charity events with him before COVID. Now his music has changed and you're going to meet him and hear all about it. Let's go and check this boy out.
Pelo, tus labios, tu nariz, invitándome a leerte. Tú te acercas más y más, yo me pongo muy inquieto. Cuando tan cerca te tengo, cuando tan cerca te tengo, tu pelo, tus labios, tu nariz, invitándome a comerte. Tú te acercas más y más, yo me pongo muy inquieto. Cuando tan cerca te tengo, cuando tan cerca te tengo, feliz es mi corazón, tan solo con verte feliz. Es mi corazón, tan solo con verte feliz, feliz. Es mi corazón, tan solo con verte feliz. Escucha mis palabras, yo canto pa' que se oigan fuertes los dichos de mi boca, son pa' ti, para mí, feliz es mi corazón, tan solo con verte feliz. Es mi corazón, tan solo con verte feliz, feliz. Es mi corazón, tan solo con verte feliz, feliz. Es mi corazón, tan solo con verte feliz. Es mi corazón.
Let's go and meet this week's very special guest, the amazing Alberto Yaakunah. Alberto Yaakunah, how are you?
Jaden, my friend, so happy to see you. Excited, very excited.
How are you doing? Welcome to the Jaden Show.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, more than well. I'm very excited to hear about what you're doing with your music and how it's kind of healing many people and the kind of. I met you singing jazz in a charity event in Playa del Carmen before COVID. So this was quite a few years ago, where I was super impressed by it. Not only your vocal, but by the way you, I don't know, you held your audience and you entertainment. You're just so amazing to watch because you were very captivating and very confident. That was amazing. I was just thinking, oh my God, I don't want to sing after him. But it is good. So, but your music is kind of, maybe not all of it, but tell us, because now you're doing kind of healing work and medicine music, right?
That's correct.
So let's just take you way back to Mini Alberto. Okay. When you were growing up, how did you get into music? How did your love for music start? And what was the type of music you were listening to?
Wow, thank you for this exercise. Just the first remember that I have, I was like 8 years old now, I remember. And there was a kind of show in the local TV in Mexico, because I'm from Mexico. And I was longing to participate in this kids show for singing. Okay. And my dad, who he was a musician. The most of my family, they were musicians, and they were always singing in the reunions and sharing poetry and those kind of things, dancing, always. But they didn't want for us to learn arts. That was funny. But they've been doing all the time that, but they want for us another thing. So I asked to my dad to support me for that contest. And he said, like, okay, but let's do it. You look like it. He started to teaching me a song, a bolero song. He was playing the guitar, okay. And I was singing, and I was bad, very bad singing, very awful. So that is what's funny, because he didn't take me to the show. He said, like,
didn't even do the show. No, don't lie. Oh, you're going to embarrass the family. We're not doing this.
Yeah. He's still like, no, man, don't do it. Don't do it. And I remember that just passed. I didn't felt so much drama about it. It was like, okay, it's no, it's no. Yeah. So that passed. And when I was like 15 or a little bit less, I started asking to play the guitar. Okay. So my dad introduced me to play the popular guitar, acoustic guitar. Mm-hmm. So I started to play, and I was playing with my friends. I was listening a lot of 60s, 70s music, like rock, jazz, blues, also Mexican bolero, a lot of Cuban, son cubano from my grandpa. A lot of music from all around the world, actually. Wow, okay. A lot of influence. And then I started to play with the band. I was in high school, and we started to play together like a 70s songs as a trio band. Wow. And it was awesome. We had a lot of good moments. We played in a tour in Mexico City in different theaters. Wow. It was awesome. An awesome experience. Super cool. Yeah.
So that's where your confidence come from, because you've been doing it for years and years and years, right?
Yes, and also I was on acting school.
Okay.
So I was mixing the music with acting and circus, and that's where the path become in this possibility to realize how healing the art become in my life. Mm-hmm. And how that was also a way to connect to others. Mm-hmm. And I was realizing at a younger age that was magic. It was generating something with the others, and I was longing to have a much more experience and knowing much better to use that energy with the interaction with the audience. And when I was doing entertainment, was awesome, beautiful, but was not complete at all. People that shows entertainment, they really don't want to heal. They
Yeah.
go to have fun. We go to another experience, and it's okay, it's fine. And so that's where we met. I
Wow.
remember.
Actually,
I
sometimes,
remember.
sometimes even, having that. I mean, music is amazing in the fact that it can transport you to a different time, to a different country, to a different place, to your past, it can all of a sudden you could be in your 50s and you feel like you're 22 again because you're hearing that track that you remember hearing. And sometimes, when people are in, really horrific Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 jobs, that little bit of fun when people are watching you entertain, even though it's not specifically healing in the healing sense of the term, just that escapism and that way to forget where they are and who they are, and that they've just finished in their office and now the artist is now making them laugh and enjoying that. That is super healing. I mean, music is just healing full
Totally,
stop, isn't it, really?
totally, man.
It's an
Totally,
amazing
totally.
medium. It's an amazing, I mean, it really can. I remember being in a really, really good mood and all of a sudden listening to one song that reminded me of my father 20 something years ago. And in that moment, I was in like the sala in the living room with my dad, and my dad had been dead for 20 years, but in that moment, I was like, wow, like fucking breathe. I was like going with tears. I'm like, wow.
Ooh.
And I didn't, the music came on the radio. So it wasn't like something I planned. It just transported you in that second to being
Yeah.
20 years. It's just, so when did you, because you're an amazing entertainer, when did you decide that, um, the healing properties of music, when that was something you wanted to invest more of your passion and your creativity into?
Oh, that's a beautiful question. Well, as you say, the music is very, very powerful. It's super powerful. So I don't know. I was longing for that for a while, for many years in my life, and I was into cultural activities, and I was working as an entertainment, and because that's the way that I was used making money to survive,
Yeah.
also to live my life here in Mexico. So we had a project in Pachuca, in my hometown, with my dad and my family. He created a project. The name was Agua para Chocolate. It's like like uh, a beverage that we create here in that we share here in Mexico, el
Mm-hmm.
cacao, chocolate. But we were not very into that, into the medicine. It was just like an initiation school
Mm-hmm.
for kids and people who liked to play. So he was already like giving me the path. I was kind of lost of that age because I was in my own healing. I was doing therapeutic theater. I was doing a school with Claudio Naranjo, that it's a psychotherapist from Chile, very, very famous. He already passed away a few years ago, but he has a very big program using arts and meditation and other maps of the personalities to understand all those behaviors we have
Okay.
that are like loops or programs,
Mm.
that it's not our real essence.
Yeah.
And every person in the world, we use it as a survival mode while we are growing up. But there's some moments in life that we don't need it anymore, and those programs want to stay because they are living through
Yeah.
us.
Because
So while I was learning, yeah, it's super fascinating that and interesting. While I was learning, I was realizing then my own needing of that healing of those programs. But living in the places where I was with my families and other people surrounding me, also the activities that I was much more harder for me take a stand out of those things, because those energies was nourishing much more that others programs that I was not wanting anymore, but I was not aware how to make a step. I believe the moment where that thing changed in my life with much more power for me, it's when my first son came into this world, Marcelo. I think that was the right moment when I said, okay, it's I need to do something different. I don't want to still doing this. So I came very committed in my transformation and be very committed in working for the kids. I returned back to teaching. I was already back into the learning skills from Waldorf School, and I was using all my art and my music to teach kids, to provide spaces for kids where they can feel safe and they can be themselves without all the pressure of the adult world and all the pressure of the modern culture. Now, because I realized that in my path, everything, and we know most of the people know that when we are kids, it's when we leave all these difficulties in our lives. So many moments in our adult life, we are still with those things unresolved. And if we take care of the kids now in the ways they grow, they can have other possibilities.
Yeah,
so I feel that yeah, I feel that was the moment when I choose to change totally, but it was a long path, because when we met, I was working in cabaret show,
oh, okay.
and my son Marcelo, he was about to, I think he already, I don't remember if he was already here in this world or we were in the pregnancy, but was that phase, it was a long path of healing. Once I choose that, it is what was not easy. Was the most hardest part of my life. Yeah, to take out all the things and all the healing was
The
very, very,
preconditions and everything, right?
yeah,
And I guess
yeah.
it's still like an ongoing process. I mean, it's part of our image of self, right? It's just something like we have a kidney and we have an arm. Like it's almost like it's something that it's always been part of us as far as we are aware. So to take your attention off of that or to change the power of that must be, well, it's not for someone that's weak, I guess. It must be crazy.
Wow.
It's very
Was
difficult,
very
right, to
crazy,
change
very
that.
crazy, and was not very difficult. Yeah, it's not easy because most of the people we are attached of the with the old personality. So I felt very alone. I felt no supported. I felt like much more pressure from all the old behaviors, like pushing me to be that same guy that I was longing not anymore. But all the energy around was like pushing me, like trying almost to destroy me. Was the most hardest part in my life. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, yeah. And I was like trying until I found a healer that she's like my galactic mother, I can say. Her name is Michelle. I love her so much. She is an amazing teacher and healer, and it was this is experience. It's very special because I was in a fire in the middle of the jungle, like in a New Year party, cerca de ahí de zona urbana, very close to zona urbana at the end.
Okay.
And I was there totally praying, like in the fire, like, please, energies, please send me help. I need someone to help me. I was totally out. I was thinking about also suicide. I was thinking, like, I'm done with this. I cannot do it alone. And this is very, very, I feel so much because right in this moment, this woman appeared in the fire. And I told her, who are you? And she said, "My name is Michelle, and I'm a healer." She said that words exactly
I need
right
it.
in that moment. And I was like, "Wow, no? It's
Sweet.
unbelievable, but it's true." And she really hold me as a son. Definitely, she supported me all these years, and I've been working with she all these years. And now I am in her team, supporting the ceremonies with my music
Wow.
in the ceremony. So now the music, it's a tool that we use to support others in their own healing, in their emotional releasing process. It's amazing.
Do
It's
you
just
ever
something that
miss?
it's
Do you ever miss entertaining, or is the healing part fulfilling enough that the entertainment was just part of the journey to where you are today?
it's funny because after 3 years without doing any kind of entertainment, I got some new invitations. Now, for example, a friend he gave me a gig in a hotel here in Zona Pedera in Cancun, and
Wow.
I was like, okay, I need to work. Actually, I need the money, so okay, I will try. And it was so much different for me because all this spiritual part is so fulfilled for me,
Yeah.
that I can play with that other part.
Yes.
I feel like, okay, let's do. So I go and I play some of the songs. And actually, this place is awesome because I can play any song that I like. It's not
Wow.
this kind of hotels where they ask you for the same repertoire that everyone plays. No, in this, I can play the songs that I
Oh,
like
amazing.
60 songs. And actually, I was having a lot of fun, and I like to sing romantic music with my guitar. And I realized also that medicine is still is that songs or those musics are still medicine for me.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It reminds me of my family, my dad, my friends. It's like, oh my gosh, how much I love to sing this music. I still
Yeah.
enjoy a
You
lot that.
different eyes, different appreciation, right?
Totally, totally, yeah.
Amazing,
There's so
man.
much gratitude. See, I feel so much gratitude for that too.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the
That's
beginnings.
amazing. So
Yeah.
what are you doing at the moment? What's happening in your life at the moment musically?
Musicalmente, well, I'm recording my medicine music album. I'm doing this new music, and we have this festival,
In Playa del Carmen, the Transcendence Festival.
awesome festival with awesome artists. So blessed, and grateful about the chance, and that's what we want. We want to go to festivals, medicine festival music, and that kind of things. We share the experience with the cacao. So I'm working with some communities in Chiapas, like providing the awareness of people of how to take care of the earth and the medicines from earth. And cacao, it's one of those. So we also have a new brand that we are supporting communities in Chiapas, and Yaakunah. It's the name of our cacao that we are now sharing these Yaakunah experiences with cacao, medicine music, and healing process that we provide for families, for couples, for like different spaces that we have the chance to provide these
That's amazing.
experiences. Amazing,
So
amazing,
when
because
will
we
your
want
album be
people to
released?
also very very soon. We are
Okay.
working on that. I hope for this. We already have like I don't know, like a demo. Let's say
Yeah.
like 3 songs demo that are about to how we say, like be shown, like
Okay. Yeah.
las vamos a estrenar.
Thing to be revealed, I
Uh-huh.
guess.
We're gonna exactly.
Yeah.
And so in the yeah, we share very soon all that. Very soon after finishing the year, I think very soon,
So
the
2024
end
will
of the
be
year.
your medicine music year.
Yeah.
Amazing, man. So where do you see the future? What are your dreams and your desires for the future, not just of the medicine music, but for Alberto in all of your essence, in everything that you do? Where do you plan to take yourself musically in the future?
Oh, my plan is have the chance to bring all this to other countries. We already have vision for US for the next year and to Europe also. We have some friends already uh, sending the invitation for us to come to US, and I'm so excited because that's my dream. I want to travel around the world, sharing these experiences, this music to other people, finding more community. I want to travel with my kids also. That's my dream. That's what I want to sharing this with families. You know, that's what we
For
are.
them to experience the world, right? The most amazing
Yeah,
healing
yeah,
experience.
exactly. And
Wow.
that's my dream for the next years to come. Be very busy
And continue
traveling.
to spread the words. That's amazing.
Exactly, man.
So where can people find you? You are on Instagram and Facebook, right?
Yeah, right now I'm in Instagram with Yo Soy Yaakunah, es música medicina. Lo mismo para por Facebook, Alberto Yaakunah. Yaakunah, it's a Mayan word that it means love in action. So we are
Okay.
putting all this energy to this project.
Wow,
Like
sweet.
everything that we want to do is share that word. Love is the biggest energy that creates all the balance in the universe, but it needs to be in
Action.
action.
Right, yeah.
So that's where we exactly we as a humanity we get the chance to put that action to do the right thing to share and spread the love like you man that I love you so much every time I see you singing and I'm so grateful with this chance. I love you so much.
It's
Thank
always
you
amazing to
for
see.
making this
We
action.
need to sing together at some point in your future.
Definitely very soon. We live in the same town.
Yeah, absolutely. We need to do so. So you've also got your music will be released on SoundCloud in the not too distant future, right?
Exactly in the next months. I think very soon I'll
Okay,
be
so
sharing
early
some.
next year, you think?
Yes, yes, like
Perfect,
Happy
perfect,
New Year.
perfect.
Yeah,
And also your .com website should be available in the next few months as well, right?
correcto.
That's
Mhm.
amazing. So people at home, you've met him. Obviously, you love him. And now you need to be active in going and finding him on his Instagram and his Facebook and staying tuned for when SoundCloud and .com site are going to be available as well. Go and show some love. Go and support his music and the work that he's doing. And go and check out his cacao courses as well because they are absolutely amazing. I'm so grateful that you came onto my show, mister.
Muchas gracias por invitarme.
Por nada, senor, por nada. And we will definitely catch up soon. And
Seguro que sí.
I want to come and try and get to one of your performances as well, because I'd love to hear what you're doing now.
Gracias, Jaden. Thank you
No
so
problem.
much.
Okay, you take care. Big love. See you later.
Yeah.
Bye, my friend. Bye-bye. I'm so pleased I've got an opportunity to introduce you to Alberto. He's such a super cool guy. Please go and follow him on his social media platforms. Keep an eye on that boy as well. Find out what he's doing, where his courses are going to be, what events and festivals he's singing at, and go and show that brother some love. Thank you so much for being part of my show. Thank you for joining me again on this wonderful, magical Sunday of talent, passion, and wonderfulness. I'm going to be back again next week with someone else incredibly amazing too. I'm already excited to be able to introduce you to another wonderful person. Now, before we go, I'm going to leave you with Yaakunah. This is called La Raza Cósmica. This is the last song on my show today. Enjoy, stay beautiful, subscribe, and I'll see you next week on the Jaden Show. Take care. Goodbye.
Hijos del agua, hijos del sol, hijos de la tierra y de los cuatro vientos, hijas del agua, hijas del sol, hijas de la tierra y de los cuatro vientos. Ajo, oh, oh, la raza cósmica. Ajo, oh, oh, la raza cósmica. No es la primera vez que habitas esta tierra, solo que no lo recuerdas, solo que no lo recuerdas. Hay que dejarse entrar profundo al corazón, son, para recordar, para renacer, para conectar y llegar al ser. Hijos del agua, hijos del sol, hijos de la tierra y de los cuatro vientos, hijas del agua, hijas del sol, hijas de la tierra y de los cuatro vientos. Ajo, oh, oh, la raza cósmica. Ajo, oh, oh, la raza cósmica. No es la primera vez que habitas esta tierra, solo que no lo recuerdas, solo que no lo recuerdas. Hay que dejarse entrar profundo al corazón, son, para recordar, para renacer, para conectar y llegar al ser. La raza cósmica, la raza cósmica, la raza cósmica, la raza cósmica, la raza cósmica.